This is the DJI Pocket 3. This is the cover that comes with the camera, and it is flawed. When you remove your camera, there's a chance that you can damage the screen by yanking on it or inadvertently turning it on. That's a known issue with this cover. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 ways in which you can carry this Pocket 3 bare and without this cover. And the first way is just with a chest crossbody. You see, because your chest is naturally flat, it can go against your chest and not be a problem. And if you don't have a flat chest, it's probably going to be soft, unless you're an Instagram model filled with plastic. So this is a Bellroy sling bag that I have. Here is the Pocket 3, and I like to have the wristband attached to the keychain just because I have slippery fingers at my age, and this prevents it from dropping. Okay, so it's more than it seems right here. There's going to be a few issues that I'm going to go into because I have more items in the bag. So I'm going to show you how it's laid out. This one has like a strap as well. I just slippery fingers and all. So this is basically how it sits. And there's on the bottom, there's also a tripod too. It's just a dinky little tripod, but that's basically, this is the set and this is how it sits in there. And it seems complicated, but it's really not, because it just goes in like that. And I have a divider inside right here. The tripod goes right down there so it doesn't scratch. And then this thing goes right here. So, I mean, jokes aside, this thing is kind of like floating, so you don't really need even to worry about a chest. Okay, so it just sits in there like that, and then this sits in here like this. But there is a problem. If you're having one of these bags, okay, you may find out that you don't have enough strap. And to conquer that issue, basically I velcroed this system right here onto it. Alright, so here's the bag, and it looks normal, but you're gonna run into some of these bags that they have really nice strapping that there's no excess anywhere. Well, the issue is that because there's no excess anywhere, you can't get this close to your chest. And you see that it ends right here already. I'm at the limit. I can't go anymore. But there is a trick around that. And the trick is to, you essentially loop this way some more webbing, a lot more. You're going to need like 6 inches to really tighten it. And because it has, but now you have a tendency to cinch up like that, it's going to just get loose. But there's a way to make it not get loose by feeding it through, first of all, like that way. And there's a hole right here. And because you're going the opposite way, so essentially you're going to pull the opposite ways like this. And then you're going to Velcro it shut right here so that there is like a tight cinch this way and a tight cinch this way. And the Velcro pressure is going to be easily enough to hold it on both sides. So I just pulled a lot through, and I fed it through this bottom right here. You see that I feed it through the bottom, and this part, it looks like just a normal like cinch, but it's not flat and straight so that it can buckle. You essentially Velcro it closed together down here. You just pull it. So because of that weird loop I just made, I gained around 4 inches right here. And if that's enough for you, then cinch it down and you're done. But for me, it wasn't enough. I just needed to gain a little bit more. So I just pulled this like so. And this is going to gain me, a few more inches. Like 2.5 inches. As you can see right here, they're just basically reversed loops, and it sits cleanly. And now this round loop right here is just so much smaller, and there you go. It's good enough to gain that few inch that you need. So this is the main way I use it, is with this bag, sling bag, because I could have the larger camera and whatnot. If I go a more simplistic route, here you go. It goes in here. But what is this? Well, this is a dual phone holder. So basically, I can have my phone in here along with the Pocket 3. And I'm going to show you this this battery bank just because I just found it so amazing. This battery bank I can use to charge both of these. It can stay on here. That's why I don't have it the other way. But if I go super simple, I'll just remove the battery bank. This is like, it's advertised as airplane friendly, airline friendly, 27,000 milliamps, but it's actually more. It's one of these secret gems that I found. This Immuto 27,000 milliamp hour battery. It's actually, it says it's 99 watt hours. That's like the airline limit is 100, but I tested this to be 135 watt hours. Absolutely amazing. But that's just a side tangent. And this is how I carry it with my phone. You notice that my phone is flat. So when the DJI Pocket 3 goes in here, I'm not worried about it bending because the phone is a natural protection for it on the back. If I'm carrying this against my body, I could swing it around with this strap right here. If for the ladies that like to carry the phone as a purse style, I'm sure there's better cases than this, but the whole gist of it is just to have a dual phone holder. Okay, these aren't that hard to find on Amazon. They just hold two phones. Beyond this, I have one more item. You may be asking, what the heck is this? And I had to go think outside the box even further. And before I even found this, I was looking for knife sheaths. I was looking for ammo sheaths, stun gun holders. Just looking way off to find something. And then eventually I found this. This is a sunglass holder. It has a MOLLE connection string on the back. You can mount with your belt or mount it to your backpack. Okay. It has, well, whatever. We'll use this later. You'll see. It has kind of a large flaw. It's hard to tell because the flaw is inside. But this plastic piece is clamped together on the inside, and you can see the plastic on the inside. You can literally feel that plastic, so there's a chance you can scratch your screen putting it in like this. And on top of that, it's a bit loose. So to solve both of those problems, we're going to use this foam right here. This comes with this, all right, and all it is just a protector to keep this case having its form, and it is semi-rigid, but it's not completely solid. Okay, so if you're gonna sit on this on accident, you have a chance of damaging your gimbal. If you throw it around, there's a chance it's going to damage the gimbal. But other than that, I mean, it's fairly rigid. You'll see right now. I'll just close it up. And it's rigid. Okay, so it takes a bit of effort, and you can't crush it this way either. This way is really stiff. If you go directly like this and, forcefully do it, sure, you can bend it, but that's like intentional. Somebody is intentionally trying to damage the gimbal. If you're just gonna press against it, there's space. It's not going to be a problem. So this is a great protection case, and you can still access the gimbal quickly. Okay, but aside from that, it comes with this foam, and I think this foam can be useful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to put the foam in here. But before that, I just want to note one thing. If you have like an expansion adapter, right, it's going to protrude a little bit. And if you're using it and you have it on all the time, you can fit the gimbal this way. And you don't even have to worry about replacing this because it's not going to hit your LCD screen. And there's enough of a gap right here that it's not going to hit anything. And so you just go sideways like that. You don't need any foam anymore because now it's in there snug. So that's for like expansion users that leave it on their camera. But if you don't, let's get into the foam. And the foam should stiffen it. And so I'm basically going to cut a piece that is going to fit on the inside. So it doesn't have to be super accurate. Making sure the bottom is in well. Wow, that looks pretty good. Can you see that? Okay, so the bottom is just like a weep hole. There you go. You've got the gimbal in here, and there's a lot less wiggling just by putting this foam in here. You could probably put another piece right here. Let's just see if I wedge in another piece, and then it'll really get rid of any of the wobbling. So you push it in now like that. It's a bit snug. You might even go without this piece, but if you're really picky about it, sure, you can put the piece in there and you'll be fine. And I could just leave it as it is right there. To me, that's good enough. It is good. I don't have to worry about it being problematic. Yep, works just fine. Final thoughts. I love going bare. And having this chest bag is great because I could just put the camera right here and be doing a walking shot with very little effort. I don't have to worry about the camera falling out and hitting the ground. And it's just really convenient because I have my larger camera in here as well. The other methods I use for more of my, like as a bare necessity kit. When I'm just going out on the town, I'm not planning on filming anything. I just want to have something with me. Sure, I'll use it alongside with my phone. And because that's just ultra small and ultra nice to have. When it comes to the sunglass holder, that may be your thing. You can find sunglass holders that are completely rigid, really solid, and the fact that you can toss it in a suitcase and not have to worry about crushing your camera, that's the biggest appeal this has for me. If I'm traveling, then I'll have the camera in here and then just toss it in the luggage, not have to worry. Anyhow, that's all I've got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.